All right, guys, so summer seems like it's finally here. One of the biggest things that we are emphasizing in our mountain performance conditioning program is recovery. When you're coming into the gym to work out in those classes, the emphasis is high performance recovery training. One of the biggest mistakes that we see and that we all make, that I know I have made and that it's so hard to understand and just put down, is that we aren't actually getting better or more efficient or improved in our sport or strength during the time that we are training. It is when we are recovering that we are actually getting better. So that's when we are starting to build and reap the benefits of the work that we're putting in. Typically what we like to see during a week is 2, maybe 3 on very special occasions and not for a long period of time, development days. Days that we are truly trying to push the threshold and get better. The rest of the time we have stimulation days that are there to kind of prime our central nervous system, prime our body to get ready to train more. So one of the things that we look at is how do we prime the body to recover? You can actually send the body into recovery mode. That's where we have our sympathetic nervous system or parasympathetic nervous system. We want to engage the parasympathetic nervous system that is teaching our body, saying, hey, let's recover, let's heal. So we use high performance recovery training developed by Joel Jamieson to make that happen. What those sessions look like is we have a breathe component where we really emphasize breath and stability and just setting the body into recovery. We mobilize, get joints, everything moving better. We move, so going through some circuits, body weight stuff. I love to incorporate a ton of farmers walks, and we do breathing on the bike and spin sessions. Then we stimulate, that's where we're lifting. And then we have a cool down, which again is breathing. Typically these sessions are 30 to 45 minutes in length. That is enough to prime the body. Some of the big things that we don't want to see happen is heart rates over 90% of what we're capable of. We want to keep everything pretty low and use that as building a bigger base and improving recovery. Here at the stimulate section, we really take advantage of. That's a great time to lift heavy, but not. We don't want to use the eccentric portion of the lift. So trap bar deadlifts, Olympic lifts, anything like that that we're doing in that like 80 to 80, 90% range for really low reps, 1 to 3 reps. We're pushing emphasis on our body to activate, but we are then dropping it at the top. So an example of that would look like this. So I've picked up the trap bar and then I just drop it. Works great for deadlifts or whatever, other lifts, also a great way. Other great ways to stimulate this are sled pushes. Really load the sled up, go heavy. You're not having to control the force down. That is where the most trauma to the muscle is done. So again, we can actually build max effort strength during these recovery sessions and help the body recover. We have seen this work amazingly with our endurance athletes. This is something that I'm incorporating a lot into my training now that I am focused on long endurance, ultra endurance races, so that we're coming through, again, priming the body to recover, getting in good soft tissue work, mobilizing. Breathing is the biggest component of this that I would love to emphasize more and more, is teaching everybody to breathe better and get more out of that. But training to recover will help you recover. Just remember that because you feel like you are pushing 100% or giving 100% effort doesn't mean you are. I have limited myself, as much as I love mountain biking, I limit myself to 5 days a week, and only 2 of those are really big rides or hard rides because it's hard to recover from. Last week was the first kind of sunny, good week out, and I rode 7 rides in 5 days. Yesterday I was crushed, so I took the day off from the bike, hit an HPRT session. Today went for a big climb, probably the biggest climb that I've ever done as far as technically and tough, and I felt great. So It works. You don't just have to sit still on a recovery day. Stimulate the body with lifting and mobilizing and breathing, and get back out and have fun the next day. Enjoy it.